show is beyond the outward trappings, which are really profoundly significant, but what really that show is about is what can and can't be said when all you can think about is how to survive one more day. And there's so many characters, it's all about their struggle of like, I can't say what I feel because there isn't time. Like we're always running away or trying not to die or dealing with someone that we love just having died. So that show is like this really wonderful, sustained and intense meditation on not being able to say what needs to be said because life is constantly getting in the way. Or death. Same difference in that show. Think about his mother, when his mother, spoilers, dies.
Yeah.
It's one of the most poignant and potent metaphors in the entire show that I think extends to every facet of the show. His mother is sitting there, like, you know, under the rafter that's like crushed her legs, and she's telling them, go, leave, get out of here, and they go. And he just comes up and like, come on, we're going, kids, there's, bye mom, you know, good luck. I mean, whatever. But what does she do? She has this heartbreaking moment where she says, don't leave me, but she slaps her hand over her mouth so they won't hear her because she can't help but say it because she's terrified and knows she's gonna die. But she knows the right thing to do is to not let them hear her because they'll come back, and if they come back, they'll die. Yeah. And that moment is heartbreaking. That's every character in the show has that conflict in some way. You know, they just can't speak. So in that regard, I totally ship Levi and Erwin. But how sad it is because they don't really have a relationship because they don't have time.
A choice with no regrets. It's basically
right. It's kind of like, you know, I mean, for me, I feel like Erwin's backstory is that he's constantly trying to pluck his eyebrows. Just as he's got them perfect, a Titan attack happens. So he just has to go, put down the tweezers and get to fighting. That's his tragedy.
They have not read the manga recently.
If you had the opportunity to voice any one of Todd's characters, who would it be?
Any one of what?
Todd's characters.
Todd's characters. Todd's done such a good job. I don't like to think I would have to like live up to that. I don't answer that because Todd is such a great actor that I don't want people to think, oh, that's right, Tatum would have been awesome in that. I mean, as an actor, I would love to do anything Todd has done because, you know, that pays the bills. But I love starring opposite him, as we've done many, many times, because he's such a reliably surprising actor. It's a weird thing to say, but like I can be in a show with him, and even if he hasn't recorded yet, I'm like, I have an idea what Todd's gonna sound like. I'm usually wrong, but it's a fun dynamic. Todd has such range too. He has such range, and he's not hard on the eyes. You in the very back with the thing over one eye.
Have you ever cosplayed any of the characters you voice acted?
No. Have you seen me? I don't look a lot like most of the characters, except for the glasses, right. I mean, I look like Kyoya at 30 years on. Hello! I would consider, is anyone watching My Hero Academia?
Yep.
The squeaky wheel gets the grease, my dear. I love that character, and I feel like the Japanese were daring me not to cosplay him. Because I'm like, he kind of looks like me. I may do that. I just need the coat and walk around being myself, because me and Tenya Ida are the same person. Like, we really are the same person. Yes, Airbender.
How do you feel when one of the characters that you're voicing dies?
Awful, because I'm like, well, shit, there goes my rent. No, it messes with you. Sometimes it really, really messes with you, especially if you're playing a bad guy that totally has it coming, and you're like, oh, and so the audience member in you goes, yeah, die, you son of a... Oh, but I really enjoyed playing him. There've been times when I've played characters whose death was kind of a foregone conclusion, like you know this person's gonna die, and it messes with you, because I get really involved, and I think about the characters, and I'll go home and monologue in their voice, or write like journals. I will often do that if it's a character I'm playing over many, many months. I did this with Okabe and Steins Gate. Oh, that messed with me. So yeah, whenever a character dies, it kind of makes you reflect on your own mortality, and you go, well, I guess the silver lining here is that I'm not going to die by being crushed by a mech. So there's that, but man, I eat a lot of ice cream. But it's weird, like especially like I said, especially when it's someone you like really enjoyed playing, but he's a bad guy, and his death is like he has to die. When I was a little kid, I always loved the villains, right? But just as important as how cool or whatever the villains like MO was how they died or how they were dealt with. And I was like, that wasn't a good death. That wasn't a grand death. I'm so disappointed about this villain because he died so pedestrian. So they have to have a really good death. You.
Did you like playing on Day to Live?
Yes, because I got to be kind of freaky. Wow.
15 minutes.
Stop yelling at me.